Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make the Elytra drop from the EnderDragon. Now you may be thinking that this is a little bit of a strange idea. Why would you want that? Well, if you play on a server like I do on the Hermitcraft server and you got lots of active members, then it's a little bit more difficult for everyone to get their hands on an Elytra. So we thought it would be a fair way to make it so you can get one after you kill the EnderDragon. And if you want to do the same thing, this video is going to show you exactly how. So this will be a relatively simple tutorial as we're only going to be dealing with a single command block. However, we must make sure that we build that command block in the spawn chunks of our world, which is where I'm at right now. Now there is no visible way to tell that you're in the spawn chunks, so I highly recommend that you check out this tutorial. The link is on your screen and in the description box down below, and that one will show you how to find your spawn chunks, and then when you've located them you're in the ideal position to place this command block because it needs to be loaded around the clock. Now if you're on a server you will need to be OP, so contact the server owner to see if they can make you OP in game. If you're not sure if you are or are not, if you type in a command like this to give you a command block and it rejects it, then you'll know that you're not. And if you're playing on single player, you'll need to go to open to LAN, allow cheats, and then you'll be able to use commands. And you'll want to use the one that you just saw me use to give yourself a command block. And you can find that command in the description box down below. So you can hide this command block away, or you can put it out on display for everyone to see. It doesn't really matter, but once you've placed it down you need to open it up and change this one to repeat by clicking on it twice, and then click over here once to change it to always active. Then you'll need to look in the description box for the command you're going to paste into the console here. I've already got it on my clipboard, and then you can click done. Now we'll come back to this command in a moment, but there's one more thing that we need to do before this contraption is ready. This next step is where things get a little bit tricky because we need to take a custom loot table, which is a file that you can download from the description box, and we need to download that to our computer and then put it onto our world save folder. Now we're in the world save folder for the world I just showed you a moment ago, and it is called Elytra. It's in the saves folder, which is found in the Minecraft folder, and in the description box there'll be instructions on how to get to that folder if you haven't done it before. So once you're in your saves folder, you pick out the world that you want to do this in, and then we need to go through and put the file, the custom loot table, into this folder. Now if you're working on a server, things are going to be different because you can't do it like this. You have to connect to the server, and that's where things get very difficult to explain because it's going to be different for every type of different host. Now what you'll need to look into is simply accessing the files on your server and locating the world on there, which is often called world rather than having a custom name, but you'll need to figure that out. FTP may be another way to connect to the server as well, but it's very specific per server, so you'll have to contact your host and ask for help on this possibly if you don't know how to do it already. So with that out of the way, it's the same on the computer as it will be on the server. You need to find the folder that is your world. You'll see similar files to this and a whole bunch of folders, and the one that we want to go into is called data. So we go inside there and then we need to create a new folder, and that needs to be called loot_tables. So then once that's created we can go inside there, create yet another new folder called HC, and then we go inside that one, and then we create another new folder called entities, and then we go inside there, and that's where we paste our file, which you can download from the description box, and it's already going to be called customDragon.json. But once that file is in that location, you want to reload your world or restart the server, and then the command block will be ready to work. And for your curiosity, if you wanted to see the contents of that file, it's what we're looking at right here. It is a loot table, and you can see here the item is the Elytra. It has a weight of 1, and since it's the only item in the list, that basically means that it's going to drop every single time. So now I get to explain how this works, and it's great because it's really quite simple. We use the entitydata command to target the EnderDragon and change its data. So you can see here that we're targeting the EnderDragon and we're looking for one that doesn't have a tag called hasTable. Now the little exclamation mark there means that we're looking for one that doesn't have this. So when we find that EnderDragon, we're then going to apply this information to it. The first bit is its loot table, and that's going to be the one that drops the Elytra. And the second part right here is a tag saying hasTable. So this means once it's been applied to the dragon, it doesn't get applied again because it only looks for dragons that don't have that tag. And then, of course, it's got the custom loot table, and it's going to drop the Elytra when it dies. So now when the EnderDragon spawns, we should see something in chat Let's give it a second here. And there you go. That means that it has successfully worked. As you can see, entity data updated. There is one last thing that I should mention, and that is that the Elytra is going to drop directly above where the end portal appears. So be sure to jump in there and pick up your Elytra quickly, otherwise it'll go through the end portal and end up in the overworld. But anyway, that is it from me, this Minecraft tutorial. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. As always, thank you so much for your support, and everything you need is in the description box down below. On your screen and down there as well, you can find some links to some other command block contraptions that can enhance your vanilla experience, so to speak. If you're interested in them, check those out. But anyway, that is it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.